What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Matt Price.
How's it going?
We're going to be showing off some Rebel Clash Pokemon trading card game decks in this. Yes, live. We're live. You're watching on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. So check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TrickyJim. We do this all the time. Also, if you are not fully aware, we've got Rebel Clash cards available at fullgripgames.com, as well as codes available for instant delivery at fullgripcodes.com. Thank you guys so much for checking out the shop. It directly supports the channel when you do. Now on my side of the table, I have got a Dragapult VMAX deck. Dragapult, one of the most hyped new cards out of the set. We've been messing around with Takuya Yoneda's list. I think the most groundbreaking thing we got from his list was the use of Scoop Up Net with Jirachis, with Mind Report Mewtwo's, with Zigzagoon, all of that. Being able to reuse all of those Pokemon with the Scoop Up Net, absolutely groundbreaking. But there's a couple things I wanted out of the Dragapult list. I wanted to have a little bit of energy recovery in the way of Psychic Recharge. So I do have a small Malamar line in this updated version of the deck. Just a 2/2 line. I also got Latios-GX. I felt like the Team Yell Grunts were kind of...
I wasn't huge on them.
Yeah, I was not into those, so I decided to just play a Latios-GX instead.
I like that a lot better.
And that way you could go for the turn 1 clear vision if you're playing against a maybe an ADP deck. And then we also have a Mallow Lana. I felt like that was a card that...
That was what I wanted the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time
I was playing this, I was like, man, I wish I could switch and also heal this turn.
Yeah, why not? I mean, Mallow and Lana is just another switch out when you're playing a Malamar deck. It's just really good. And then also you can Mind Report Mewtwo it back onto the top of your deck. So why not?
Insane.
Yeah, once you get set up, maybe all you want to do is just Mallow and Lana between two different Dragapult VMAXs. So tell us a little bit about what you got on your side of the table, Matt.
I got Baby Blacephalon. Everyone's favorite deck, Baby Blacephalon. We got decided to add in that aforementioned Scoop Up package. We got Scoop Up Nets.
Seems very good with Jirachi.
We got Jirachis in here to go with it. Always had them in there, but we got you know, the usual suspects. The Mind Report Mewtwo. I think
that Mewtwo is going to just see so much more play in this
I think format. It will. Yeah. Just being able to put, you know, an extra welder, a 5th welder back into the deck right on top, so you always have access to it. One thing I do like about the Scoop Up Net kind of Mewtwo Zigzagoon, that kind of combo, the diversity that allows is, I think Primate Wisdom Oranguru gets really, really good. Being able to just go Mewtwo, boss's orders, draw the boss's orders.
For sure.
You know, scoop up the Mewtwo, or being able to go put a welder on them and just draw it. Just being able to get those back immediately, having that instant effect seems very, very strong.
I would agree.
And to go with that, I have decided to cut Cramorant, and I decided to put in 3 bosses orders.
Okay.
Just so I can pick and choose where I can knock things out, and I'm not limited to that 160 damage that Cramorant has. So I can be more aggressive if I have a turn where I have just access to a bunch of energy and can bosses order, knock something out real quick, take 3 quick prizes. You know, I don't expect to be using them a lot. You do have the welders that you want to be using quite a bit.
For sure. I was going to say, do you have a Beast Ring in there, maybe?
There is not a Beast Ring in here now, but I did think about that.
For sure.
This is very similar to... I went off of Stefan Ivanov's list.
Right.
Changed a few things. I took out, like, a lot of the tools, like the Beast Bringer and the Ultra Carton Void.
Yes.
Took him out. Took out the Escape Board, the Cramorants. Just kind of did that. I don't expect to be using bosses orders a lot. I still want to play 3 copies of it just so I can aggressively discard it, actually. So I just have the turn where I can go Mewtwo into Oranguru to get my boss's order.
That makes sense. And you also have the Victini V in your deck, so you can do things like charge up, you know, Blacephalon on your bench, and then go for boss's orders for game the following turn. Things like that. So I think that seems very valid. For sure. And then we'll get to see him in action.
Galarian Zigzagoon just to help out. Helps out with the Dedenne math a little bit.
For sure. Helps out with a lot of math. I mean, even just being able to ping a couple of times, you can save yourself an entire energy if you hit that Scoop Up Net on a
and like Galarian. A Bolton has 220, I believe. You can hit that twice, and then you only discard 4. So it gets that math.
Bolton has 200, but like Dragapult has 320. I mean, 320 is kind of that magic number, and you can save yourself from having to hit, you know, 7 energy, and just have 6 and maybe a couple of Zigzagoon pings. So that could be very good.
Seems good to me. Let me finish shuffling up here. I'll take heads if you're rolling.
All right. Head still?
I'll take head still.
All right.
And it's Tails.
So right. I will be going first.
And I will be going second.
Sounds good. Best of luck, Matt.
Good luck and have fun, Andrew.
6 and 7. We've got one. Very cool. Yes, one of the biggest things I wanted to make sure in the Dragapult deck is that we had a decent energy flow. You know, it doesn't play a ton of energy, but I think adding the Viridians into the deck gives you not only a counter stadium, which is something the list was missing before, but it also just gives you that you know, consistent out to your energy turn 1, which is nice to have as well. All right, good luck.
All right, good luck. Have fun.
We got a Dragapult V, and I'm just gonna draw. And this is pretty good. We've got Inkay on the bench.
Very good. Easy enough to find.
And I can. I think this will be fine. I'm just gonna use the Viridian, and I'm gonna discard Marnie. Go get ourselves Psychic Energy out of the deck.
Sounds good.
And then I'm thinking about potentially switching into Inkay here just to kind of protect my dude. It is possible for you to really pop off there turn 1, so I think we are going to just switch into Inkay, and that way if you knock out the Inkay turn 1, that's fine. But then I'm probably going to be coming up with a bigger attack next turn. We're just going to pass to you.
All right, sounds good. I draw for turn. That's a pretty good one. Got a welder off the top there. We're going to go ahead and Viridian Forest away a boss's orders. Right off the rip. Kind of take a look through the deck, see what I got available to me. Thinking I got a welder in my hand. I would love to get access to a second fire energy. So I think we're gonna go ahead and grab a fire, then we'll Stellar Wish after that, and then we will go from there. Try and maybe hit a Fiery Flint or something. See what we can do. We'll see what we can do. I have a quick ball in my hand. I'm just gonna wait to play it. I just kind of want to look through my deck with the Viridian Forest first.
For sure.
Good. Stellar Wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We thought this matchup would be interesting. Fiery Flint is good.
Fiery Flint seems pretty good.
This match should be interesting because you play a lot of little Pokemon.
Right.
Which is something that, you know, Dragapult VMAX can really take advantage of. But, you know, you also can one-hit KO my Dragapults, so.
I'm going to go ahead and play a Stadium Nav.
Sure.
I got one. One is
need.
good enough.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. We're gonna grab the Heat Factory right away. We're just gonna start drawing cards. We're gonna be really aggressive, and we're just gonna go. I think we're just gonna see how far we can go.
For sure.
I got a welder. I got a Fiery Flint. I got a Heat Factory. I got a Quick Ball in my hand too. We are doing all sorts of stuff.
It's very scary because if you kind of get a loaded Blacephalon out, right? But then just leave it on the bench.
Right.
I either have to have boss's orders or like I'm not doing anything to it, you know, and I have only a 3-card hand.
All right,
and as it is right now, I do not have boss's orders.
Play Fiery Flint, get rid of. I could hold on to the Quick Ball. I have a boss's order in my hand though, so I'm just gonna save that for next turn. Don't want to get rid of 2. Don't see any reason to do that right away. Go ahead and Flint for 1, 2, 3, 4 fire energy. And then we will go ahead and play the Heat Factory. Heat Factory, draw some cards, play a welder, draw some cards.
Seems good.
And then we're just going to go from there. So let's see. Heat Factory coming down. Heat Factory, discard a fire, draw 3. 2, 3. It's pretty good. Gonna go ahead. I could get another Blacephalon to play right away.
You do have welder double fire in your hand too, right?
I do. So I could welder first before the Quick Ball. Do I want to draw in? Would I want to draw into a Blacephalon? Is there something else I'd rather Quick Ball for later? I think there is. We're gonna go ahead and start with welder.
Yeah, that way you see what you draw into.
Right. Because I might want to be able to like get a Zigzagoon. I could get a Mewtwo.
Right.
I could get another Blacephalon. So I have
for sure
plenty of time to kind of figure that out. Welder, we're drawing 3. I think I will. Bench the Orangaroo. I don't have a switch or anything. It's a little unfortunate, but not the worst. I could Quick Ball right away.
I think, yeah. I mean, this turn you're really just building up the Blacephalon and just saying, like, okay, if you bring that Dragapult into the active, I'm going to want to take a knockout. Yeah.
I could go and get the Mind Report Mewtwo just to put the welder on top of the deck in case you like Marnie me or something.
For sure.
That seems pretty reasonable. And then I have the Mewtwo in play. Then I just have the Mewtwo in play. Yeah. So, and I can scoop up net it later.
For sure.
Let's go ahead. Let's quick ball grab ourselves a.
Thank you so much, Pun Sesame, for those 300 bits. Thanks so much for supporting the channel.
Not super concerned about the Blacephalon getting knocked out here. So.
Ooh, is that a nice holographic?
That is the promo one from the Hidden Fates 3-pack.
Busted.
Seems pretty good to me.
Yes, mine are not that nice.
I think I'm going to bench Oranguru, and I'm going to Primate Wisdom first. Yeah, I think I'm going to Primate Wisdom first. Put that back on top of the deck. Draw a card. And then I will put the Welder back on top now.
That's good. And the My Reward Mewtwo really protecting against that Marnie in that way is very strong as well.
So we're going to do that. Don't forget to attach for turn. Talking to me, of course. Yes. And I think that's going to be it for me. I don't have a way to get out of the active. We're just going to chill.
Honestly.
I'm waking up. It's pretty good.
There's not really anything I could do about...
You know, if you got boss's orders, switch, attach, or something, you know.
I don't.
Yeah. That would be pretty good if you did, but...
I do not, no. I do have Dragapult VMAX. I mean, I could get the Psychic into the discard pile. I think that's just like, I don't need to do all that. Yeah, so we're just going to attach and then research here.
Sure.
Get the guaranteed max phantom because I'm going to feel like a real
guy.
A real guy if I go to discard that energy and then
definitely don't want that to happen.
No, you don't. And there's definitely no energy in this hand. So yes, that was the correct. We've got our Inkays though. This is good.
That's good.
It feels, you know, it feels like I have a more stable board set. And all we really need is just to be able to get that energy back. You know, if this thing were to go down, which it might, you know, then we need to have the that option to be able to respond. So I'm gonna put down my Jirachi as well, and my main goal is to just set up another Dragapult. So we're going to, Mysterious Treasure, a quick ball.
One thing I just realized.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure. I didn't do like what. I'm pretty sure Giant Bomb is if you do 180 more.
Very good against that.
It does puts 10 damage. Right? And then if I attacked into a Dragapult with a Giant Bomb and a Horror Psychic energy,
then you're just knocked out.
You just knocked me out.
Yes.
That seems pretty bad. That seems a little tricky to.
I did have to cut into
around.
the. I think I only have 2 maybe Giant Bombs in here now.
That seems fine. So, I thought there were only 2 in there. Well,
yeah, there were 3 previously.
Okay,
so.
2 seems good.
I think 2.
But yeah, that is something that I have to pay a lot of attention for. That's probably like a turn where a boss's orders would be pretty good.
Now I think here, I just want to set up again, honestly. So. Yeah, let's just retreat.
Okay.
We're going to Stellar Wish. Yo, thanks so much, Kyle Neal, for the 500 bits. 3, 4, 5. And we find a research there, so that's very good. Appreciate it, Kyle. Says, just got approved for my first apartment, so got to share the love. Thanks so much, Kyle Neal. Congratulations. Very exciting, for sure. Thank you so much for sharing the love here tonight, Kyle. 500 bits. Awesome stuff. And then we've got the Scoop Up Net, the Jirachi right on out of there.
Oh, man.
And here he comes, Dragapult VMAX, Max Phantom, knock out the Jirachi, and we will place 5 damage counters.
Wherever you want.
It's not going to be on that Blacephalon, that's for sure. He's coming into the active, so
seems I think we
would rather place it onto the Jirachi on the bench.
That seems all right.
Just all 5 there is fine.
Then I know I'm top decking. I kind of just want to get Scoop Up Net. Keep my Jirachi healthy. Is the best way to do that. I can Heat Factory. I know there's a Welder on top of my deck.
I'll take my prize.
Take a prize. That's pretty good. I know there's a Welder on top of my deck, so I have Welder, I have Heat Factory, I have access to more energy. So I think we're just gonna go and promote Blacephalon. We'll just kind of, if the Jirachi goes down this turn, the Jirachi goes down this turn. That's kind of how I'm feeling.
You just gotta, you gotta get yourself set up to whatever gives you the highest odds of knocking out this Dragapult. You gotta do it.
You gotta do it. So we're gonna start with Heat Factory.
Yes.
discard that and draw a couple cards. Oh, those are particularly great cards. Unfortunately, I don't really have kind of like an awkward hand where I'm like can do some things. I guess I'm like gonna have to weld her onto like an Oranguru or something. I could ignore the Dragapult and knock out an Inkay. I don't think that's something I really want to do. I really want to pick up this guy. That seems like what I want to do. I could have promoted the Jirachi. Probably should have just promoted the Jirachi first. But if I miss it, I miss it. That's really bad. So I could retreat now. I could hard retreat, welder to the Blacephalon again, have more energy in the discard pile. Seems good. And then if I find a Scoop Up Net or a Switch, I just switch back into the Blacephalon and go from there. I think that seems okay. I think that's the best way of me getting a bunch of energy to my hand. Kind of would just rather you knock this out anyway. Oh, this could be better than this. Alright, well, that's a 5. We'll start with a Stellar Wish. I want to draw off the Welder first. Let's Welder first. We'll Welder. 2 here. Draw 3. At least got a Switch if I wanted to do that. Let's go ahead and Stellar Wish. Scoop Up Net. There it is. We got a Scoop Up Net. Can I get a knockout this turn? How much energy do I need?
7.
7? That's a lot. I can get 5. I can get 5. It's not quite enough. I still have a Primate Wisdom as well.
Have you Heat Factoried yet?
I have Heat Factoried already, I believe.
Do you have like an Oricorio GX in that deck?
There is an Oricorio GX in the deck.
Can you go get it?
I cannot go get it. So I think we're gonna get the Scoop Up Net just to make sure that the Jirachi doesn't get knocked out this turn.
Sure.
I could get really greedy. I could get a Fiery Flint. Instead, I have a Switch in my hand. I could switch.
Yeah. And
then knock out the Dragapult. But if you knock out my Blacephalon and my Jirachi, I kind of feel bad. But I think...
Who cares? You take 3 prizes!
That's a lot of prizes.
That's what I'm saying! Do it! What else is the deck supposed to do?
You're right. I'm not used to playing these really fast decks. It's just something about them. I've just never been like able to play them very well. I always overthink it. Alright, we'll play the Flint. We'll get rid of a Switch because I have one in my hand. I could get rid of... I don't really want to get rid of anything else, to be completely honest with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of want to keep all the other cards in my hand. I guess I'll get rid of the boss's orders.
I think that's fine.
That seems okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 in here. That's good. I'm going to take a look through the rest of the decks. Corio's in there. Zigzagoon's in there if I need him. Victini V is also in there, but I don't think Victini V is going to be particularly great here. I do have...
Maybe later in the game. Maybe if you take this knockout and I return the Blacephalon, it might be time for Victini V. You know, to charge up.
Have you, if you're playing the Malamars in here, you could probably play like the baby Blacephalon in there as well.
I had it in here, but I cut it. I'm playing Mew from Unbroken Bonds instead. I've decided that I kind of just trying to get my opponent to like take that 3 prizes. Like here, obviously, it would be very good, but like. The baby Blacephalon's only good if you're like if the first prize your opponent takes is a Dragapult VMAX, and that's not always going to be the case. So
I'm gonna go ahead and Primate Wisdom because
I also thought about playing Espeon and Espeon Deoxys Tag Team GX.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Therapist Kane, for that gifted sub to Skunkwitch. Appreciate it.
That's pretty good. All right, Primate Wisdom gave me something good. So instead of having to play the Switch, I actually got Scoop Up Net off of it. So we're going to Scoop Up Net the Jirachi.
Sure.
Clear that damage off. So even if you come in with the Dragapult...
Yeah, you definitely just go for this. And then bench the Jirachi again.
And then we're just going to put him back down.
Yeah,
we're going to put this guy back down.
Oh, you're totally fine, dude. Why would you got 7 energy? Yeah.
We got a 7? Fire Crystal. I got 7. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Sometimes, you know, when you get to be my age, Andrew.
Your age!
Sometimes it just gets a little bit harder. Do I want to keep the energy retrieval? Probably. We'll probably just hold on to it. And then we'll just...
7?
Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yep, we're going to have Fireball Circus for a hot 350 damage.
Yeah, there's not really much I could have done.
I get take 20, though, from the Psychic Energy.
You take the Horror Psychic Energy.
But I get 3 cards.
Cool.
That's also pretty good.
If I was not playing... If I was not playing the Malamars, I'd just lose here. So there's that. You know? I just would lose. Is the thing. So
now you have access to Malamar. You have access to get energy back from the discard.
Give ourselves a chance to not lose.
You know, and you only really need the one.
That's
so you don't even have to evolve the one with the skateboard. That one can just be your pivot point in between things. And I'm not going to target that thing down.
Right.
So.
All right. Now we're gonna shuffle up a little bit. Got the Malamar. I know I need that. And then. Let's see, what else am I doing here? I can just kind of want to thin the deck. One card with Jirachi, but there's not really anything that I need to get. If I find him a Marnie, that would be pretty good. Also greedy, but it's fine. We're going to retreat into Jirachi and Stellar Wish. 2, 3, 4, 5. We did not find a Marnie. That's fine. Got ourselves Scoop Up Net, Quick Ball. We're just going to grab Quick Ball.
Sure.
And I'm going to Mysterious Treasure away the Quick Ball.
Okay.
For Dragapult VMAX.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Psychic Recharge onto the Dragapult VMAX. Got a Switch in hand, and we're going to research. And I need to find the cards I need to knock out that Blacephalon. And we can see... Blacephalon with Scoop Up Nets, you are very easily able to clear your bench of those damage counters that I am trying to stack up.
Right, as opposed to having like an escape board that, you know, it lets me retreat very easily, but, you know, just having that damage on the board, just being able to get it off the board is really nice. And since the majority of the deck is a non-GX, non-V Pokemon anyway, if there's something where they're just kind of poking into you and just kind of waiting, you can kind of just play around that. You can force them to play your game instead of having to play theirs.
For sure. Now, what's also interesting about playing the Malamars is that I could conceivably just Jet Assault with a Dragapult V, which is not even bad because as we're seeing here, attacking with another Dragapult VMAX leaves me at risk because you could just, you could definitely...
just run away with it.
You could just win the game this next turn, which is definitely scary. But the deck is working, so that's good. We've got the Malamars, you know, they're chugging along. We got back-to-back different Dragapults, which is exactly what we wanted. So I got this Giant Bomb. I don't think it's worth playing it. Yeah, I think, like, because if you take this knockout, you win. So I would rather put the Giant Bomb here and attack with that next turn.
For sure.
So we're just going to max Phantom for knockout.
Okay.
And we're going to put our 5 damage counters onto, I think they just have to go into the Jirachi. Like, eventually I'm going to need that to stick.
All right. We're going to go ahead and promote the Jirachi. And we will draw for turn. Heat Factory, sticking. Oh, I forgot I put that on top of my deck. That's right. Not going to lie, I really did. So, let's see here. I have a Stellar Wish. I have a Heat Factory.
Got a lot.
I have a lot going on. I have a lot of good stuff going on. So let's start with a Fire Crystal. Seems fine. Get 3 Fire Energy back into the hand. We'll go ahead and Heat Factory just to draw some cards. 1, 2, 3 cards. Do I have it?
I think you probably just have it, dude.
I might. I had to count. So I get 5. So I need 7 to knock you out, and I need 3. So I need 10 total energy, which is... That's a lot of energy to ask for.
But you could weld her into something.
I can weld her into some. I think I'm actually out of energy in the deck. I think all my energy are in my discard pile and in my hand. So I got 2 in there, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I have enough energy to do it.
For
what
sure.
I need, I have, let's see, I've used 2 crystals. Used 2 crystals. So I have 2 more crystals. And I have 2 energy retrievals. So I need a grand total of 10 energy.
Go ahead, serve it up, Matt. Serve it up, Matt. I know you're about to do it.
I don't quite have it.
I know, but you got a welder, you got a Stellar Wish.
I got a welder, I got a Stellar Wish.
Pretty much can't go wrong with a welder.
Yes. I just had to count to make sure that I'm not counting things wrong.
You can
quick ball.
Go get yourself the Oricorio. Draw 3 more cards, man.
Okay. All right. I'm going.
Oh yeah, get that bird out.
I'm gonna get the bird. I'm gonna make sure. Do I even have enough in my deck to get it? I don't actually think so. I actually don't know if I have enough energy in my deck to do it. So I need.
But you got the retrievals.
I don't have enough retrievals in my deck to do it.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure.
Count again, bro.
I don't have enough energy.
What?
Yeah, I don't have enough energy to knock you out.
Really?
Which is why I wanted to count all the energy and count all the energy rituals so I can make sure. So let's see. All right. So I can get 5, 7, 9. I'm 1 energy short.
1 energy short?
Yeah. I'm 1 energy short. If I get the other energy retrieval that's in my deck, I could. Hold on. I need 6 or 6 and 2 Zigzagoons.
That's also an option.
That also works. Okay. All right.
So just hit me for 6, and then you could always.
We're waiting.
You could always zig later.
We're waiting. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me see here. I already heat factoried. I have a Stellar Wish.
And you got the Oracle?
I got some quick balling. I can grab the Oricorio to draw some cards. How many more quick balls do I have in my deck? I don't have another. I have 1 quick ball left to search out the Zigzagoon if I wanted to get super greedy. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. We'll see. Could get the key, could get that. Let's get the Oricorio and draw some cards. Good. I have a Primate Wisdom as well.
You had to get the Oricorio. I already put it up on the screen, Matt.
There's just a lot going on in this deck. I just need.
For sure. These turns are really explosive. Yes.
Just wanted to make sure I was getting it right. We'll go ahead. So on a Stellar Wish first, probably just draw cards.
Draw first, then Stellar Wish for sure.
Right. So we'll go ahead and dance with tribute. We'll draw with the Oricorio first. Already heat factory. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there you go.
There's the Zigzagoon. I got a Scoop Up Net. Now I need to find my other energy retrieval, and I'm pretty sure I have just enough.
Be sick.
Yikes. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead. We'll welder.
Sure.
To the Blacephalon, draw 3 cards. That's not it. But I can also, I have switches, I have that. So let's go ahead. Stellar Wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's
looks like
the
an energy retrieval to me.
And I think that's enough.
Yeah, sauce me up, Matt.
Let me make sure. So I can go energy retrieval. Play 2 energy retrievals and a fire crystal to get 3, 7 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 energy. Out of the discard pile. I have to attach 1 per turn.
So you have 6 now.
So I have 6 in my hand, which would be 300 damage.
Yes, but
we're gonna go ahead and Headbutt Tantrum, your active Dragapult for 10.
Gosh, dude! Don't
and then
sauce me up like this.
Then we're gonna Scoop Up Net and
not on stream. Everybody can see this.
Headbutt Tantrum.
Matt. Oh my gosh! Everybody can see this
your
happening.
Dragapult again, and then we were going to Scoop Up Net my Jirachi again.
Absolutely insane.
Put this guy in the active, and then we can Fireball Circus for 300 by discarding 6.
And that's it. 2 knockouts and you win.
It's 2 knockouts and you win.
All right, chat. That's game 1. Now, some people in the chat were saying, oh, Dragapult's going to sauce up the Blacephalon deck.
It can get scary.
There is not anything more I could have done.
Right.
I attacked with Dragapult turn 2 and turn 3.
Right.
You did 320 damage turn 2 and turn 3.
Yes.
Yeah. What more could I have done?
It's such an explosive deck. There's just you're just doing so much, and if I miss a knockout, even you can take you have the ability to take multiple prize cards in a turn, which is one of the advantages that you have over other decks against 1 prize deck. So you can take multiple prizes in a turn.
Yes,
but that's also requiring like me to miss it.
I mean, the thing is, I only got to play 3 turns of the game. I didn't even get that deep into the deck. Right. I mean, how deep can you really get?
Right. Malamar decks are generally just first anyway.
Yeah, I went first. I played 2 researches, and I got to see good amount of cards. I have some of the bombs in the deck, which deal 10 damage. If I had seen any of those giant bombs, maybe
a bomb and a horror psychic energy will knock me out.
Knockout. But even then, I wasn't 2 prizes away from winning.
Right.
I was nowhere close.
Right.
Yeah, you scooped up a Jirachi, the Scoop Up Net, really crazy. Now, there is of course the Scoop Up block, Mr. Mime. You can play.
You can play that, and maybe if this gets popular enough, you could be
the Scoop Up Net engine. Yes, I think so.
If it is popular enough, then Mr. Mime could pop up in other decks. Something to keep an eye out. I did notice that as I was looking for the cards for this deck. I read that Mr. Mime again. I was like, oh.
Right.
Hope neither of us are just putting Mr. Bombs.
Not yet. Not yet. It's too soon to start teching against your friends.
Too soon.
All right. Now, I'm going to choose to go first here, and
Seems
hopefully this
good.
game goes a little bit stronger for me than the last one. But I think Blacephalon making a convincing argument for itself. I mean, that is.
I mean, this deck has been putting up a lot of results
for sure
over the last few months. You know, it's the archetype of it has only kind of gotten better. They just keep giving it a lot of really good tools.
Absolutely.
Which is interesting. All right, I got a basic.
Got another strong opening hand, so it's good. I don't think you're gonna turn one. I mean, I'm fully afraid. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, like, I don't think you're gonna turn one, knock out my Dragapult, but I mean,
that's
the
thing with this. Like,
it just
can.
It happens all the time. I can't tell you how many times I've just been sauced up by a baby Blacephalon deck. Draw.
Good luck and have fun.
Yes, and also DMAT. Just been absolutely sauced by a baby Blacephalon deck that just tees off. So we're gonna go here, and then I think I am just chilling. So I'll pass DMAT.
All right, I'm gonna draw for turn. Fire Ranger's pretty good. Go ahead and bench a baby Blacephalon. We'll play a welder. Attach 2 fire to it, draw some cards. A flint, got some other stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I didn't start that Dragapult V. Oh, no way.
We will Stellar Wish. Oh yeah, I would have had it like that.
I know you would have, dude. I told you have to have a healthy fear of this deck at all times, chat.
It can just go off. You just like I've had that same thought where I'm just like, there's no way. And then they start going, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they could just have.
They could just Fiery Flint just gets you those cards. Right. Oh my gosh.
I think we'll get a quick ball probably. Quick ball for next turn seems okay. Go ahead and do that. I don't know if I really care if the Jirachi gets knocked out. Oh, I like quick ball. Could get the quick ball. I have a flint in my hand. Yeah, we'll just grab the quick ball for next one. And we'll probably just leave the Jirachi in the active. I don't really know if I care too much if it gets knocked out. And then if you do and you leave a Dragapult in the active, I just can come in with a Blacephalon later and kind of clean it up. So
for sure.
If you don't knock it out, it's going to Stellar Wish again. Which all of those things seem pretty good to me. I'm just going to hold on to all of these cards. And I might want to Fiery Flint first. I just don't have anything else I want to discard. I don't think. I could discard the Aura Choreo. I don't remember if this deck plays an Ordinary Rod or not.
Stefan's list did. Because it only played 3 Blacephalon.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure. We're going to go ahead and Fiery Flint. Get rid of the Blacephalon GX.
That's a good target for discard there, because you can always Ordinary Rod that back into the deck. Because you're never really going to use the Blacephalon GX except at the very end of the game.
Right. So I'm fine with him being in the discard. I'm also fine with the boss's orders being in the discard pile. So fine with all of that being in the discard pile. Got some welders, got all of those. How many flints? How many crystals? How many of each thing? We're looking pretty good on everything. Didn't really see anything I was running out of. Get the Fire Energy out of the deck. Make it so more likely I'm going to draw some good cards next turn. When I do that, we will attach an energy to the Blacephalon, so he's all ready to go, and then we'll pass it off to you. Wake up.
Awesome. Draw for turn?
Mm-hmm.
And you just got a bunch of energy in your hand. You Fire Flinted.
Yep, I Fire Flinted and I attached one of them.
Cool. So I'm thinking here that I'm going to Marnie this turn because I would like to limit what you got going on. Putting the Dragapult VMAX into the active is always a little bit stressful though. So let's Mysterious Treasure. Get rid of that. And we're going to get Dragapult VMAX. I've got Quick Ball. We're going to get rid of Research. And I also thought, okay, we can get, I think Mew from Unbroken Bonds could be useful, kind of, in this matchup. I mean, something that I thought about is, you know, you can...
This Quick Ball goes in my hand.
Oh, very good. You can use the Mew from Unbroken Bonds to kind of set up things with side power and...
Side power is really nice. You know, you can just kind of get that damage on there.
Right.
Or you can kind of clean stuff up later from a Dragapult.
Certainly.
Another option, like I had given a thought to, was like you could play like a Loslander Giratina as like a 1 prize attacker that does a reasonable amount of damage that you can get out, and also spreads those damage counters out a little
I think I'm gonna get the Dragapult V off of my.
So you can pick and choose where your damage goes a little bit.
Prepping
easier.
for the absolute worst here, and then let's see. I think we're just gonna go in on the Dragapult. But you've only got those 2 Pokemon. That's just so tough, right? But if I like come up with Dragapult and I like bite you for 30, that's not great. But it does set up the Jirachi for potential knockout.
Right. You can knock it out later with the Max Phantom.
Yeah. So, I think I'm going here, and we're just gonna Marnie.
Sure.
So,
not too sad to see that hand go, but had some energy in it. Definitely would have liked to keep that, but I got more flints in the deck. That's what they're there for.
For sure, and you just get that energy all right back.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4, 5. Okay.
Pretty solid hand.
Interesting. Got Mew. And shucks, I just know this is not going to go well if I just like dive in with a Dragapult, but I mean that's just what this deck's supposed to do, right? I mean I don't really have backup plan. We're just going to Max Phantom for knockout, 5 onto the Blacephalon, and
seems good.
Cheers, go from there.
Not a whole lot going on in my hand, but maybe I can get something good off of this. It's a quick ball. There's a Dedenne in here, which is good. Kind of have some weird options. I might just dig for a bunch of energy, but I guess it's tough. I'm probably just gonna have to welder onto another Blacephalon this turn. I could just go and Day change now. In Day change, I can just search for a bunch of fire energy and ways to get fire energy. But I already do have a welder and a fiery flint in my hand, which seems pretty good. But
then
I can't.
You should just be able to
ball,
get it.
Quick ball the goon. Grab something. Grab that. Go ahead. We'll start with a fiery flint. Get rid of Absol and the Galarian Zigzagoon. We'll get a baby Blacephalon with the quick ball. I'll discard one of the energy. Get a baby Blacephalon. I probably will just welder once to it. Just 1 energy. I have a Mewtwo in the deck. I have more welders in the deck. So we'll probably just put 1 energy on the bench Blacephalon.
Give you the highest chance of being able to find 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7 is a lot.
7 is a lot. We'll see what we can do.
I'm kind of braced for impact here. I definitely need to survive this turn.
So we're going to quick ball 1. I have 1 fire engine in the discard pile, which isn't great. It's not really what you want to see. Maybe I'll welder 2.
Could welder 2.
Could welder
just
2.
Play more stable and just be like, I'm going to attack twice. You know,
right?
These guys have 120 hit points. They're not exactly easy for me to Max Phantom, down to nothing. So I think more conservative play is just welder 2. I think that's because then you don't force yourself to find a welder next turn. I think you're kind of assuming like odds are probably that I'm not getting this out.
And then I could also just get a switch and attack with this one, and then this guy is safe for another turn.
And you could still just pop off. You could find it,
it's good.
Dedenne, you could data change.
Really good cards.
Yeah.
Those are not 3 really good cards. I do have a quick ball. I can data change.
That's not bad.
This discards the energy if I scoop up that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, discard all touch card. Okay, well, hold on.
I don't know about the scoop up.
Yeah, well, if I scoop up now, I discard the energy and I can use the fire crystal.
Potentially.
But I can't knock you out.
Yes,
that's the thing. I can't knock you out. Is the only thing.
Right.
But I could scoop up net and then go in for a Dedenne and try and get another fire crystal off of that.
Or you save the Dedenne for next turn.
Or I save the Dedenne for next turn, which also seems good. I think I will.
Because then this goes down. I'm not going to be able to snipe these 2. Presumably, can't snipe these 2 for game. And then then you just have. I think if
and you could just boss it. Yeah, you can't boss it. Do that.
Then if you have, if you have the retrieval in your hand, then you bring that back. I don't know, Dedenne. I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think we're gonna retreat.
Really?
I think. I don't see any reason not to. I guess you could go like.
If you retreat, then I have a more of an out to
Phantom,
be able to
double
Zig. Yeah.
That's fair.
So you don't want to do that.
No. And we'll just let it go. And then now you have to have Lysander double thing.
You just soften it up.
I could attack for 50. I could Blazer. I think I might just Blazer instead. I'll just attach an energy and do that.
Data change still doesn't seem bad here.
I could.
Because what? You're just holding on to a crystal?
Holding on to a crystal, Scoop Up Net, and a Quick Ball. I'd Quick Ball away the Scoop Up Net, or I could Quick Ball away the crystal.
Yeah, because what good is that crystal doing you next turn?
I can Quick Ball away the crystal, and then I could Scoop Up Net the Blacephalon, and then I could dig for more energy and go from there. And then I have the Dedenne on my bench, and I can't do that. So I think I could get it. I think I can get a little greedy.
Or you could just go for Oricorio and draw some cards.
Just go for Oricorio and draw some cards.
Oh, no, Oricorio is in your discard pile. No, it's not. The Blacephalon is.
The Blacephalon's in.
Hey, go for Oricorio and draw some cards.
Draw some cards.
Yeah,
go
see
from
what
there.
happens.
Do I want to discard the Scoop Up Net? Do I want to discard that? I think I want to hold on to the Scoop Up Net. I think I just...
keep the crystal.
If I'm keeping the
crystal's
going
way
for the
better.
We'll see.
Yeah, and then, like, at least...
I think I like going for the Dedenne a little more... Like, that play just seems more in for... So 1, 2, 3, 4. So many ways to get energy out of the discard pile. I feel like I could just go. I'm gonna try this. I want to try this. I want to get rid of. I'm gonna quick ball this. For the Dedenne.
Sure.
Scoop Up Nets in my hand.
Yo, thank you so much, Survivor Brett, for that Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it.
We're gonna try it. We're gonna try.
Hey, you do your thing, Matt.
We'll Scoop Up Net this guy.
That is extremely annoying. I put 50 damage on that.
Yeah, we'll do that, bench that, data change.
Okay.
I'll draw some cards and see what we get for 6. Nothing too crazy. Energy in my discard pile. I have 3, 4 energy in my discard pile. Go ahead and bench the Jirachi. Okay, well, let's play this. I got 1.
Sure.
Let's go ahead and... Oh, my hate factor's not in here. Unfortunate. I have an Ultra Space, though. I'll probably just Ultra Space. Do I have anything to Ultra Space for?
No. Another Blacephalon? Oh, no. There's literally no targets.
Yeah, there's no targets. Yeah, I think either of these plays is fun. Both of these plays kind of just played out the same, where they did nothing.
Right. You were effectively doing nothing. You just needed to set up your hand to be good for next turn. Which is why I thought maybe Oricorio at least gets you a little bit, and then it'll get you more next turn. You know, presumably if I don't knock it out, which I'm probably not going to knock it out.
Right. So we're going to go ahead, probably Mind Report. We'll Mind Report, put the Welder back on top of the deck. I could bench the Jirachi, could max Phantom me, put 5 in the Jirachi. I'm going to go from there. How many Scoop Up Nets do I have left? I think I only used the 1, so I have 3 left. I can bench it now. I can go into it on the following turn. Just give me more outs to doing things. It's like fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. I could Fireball Circus for 50, but I think I'm just going to Blazer. Right. We're going to Blazer. It's an Oranguru. 10 damage. Yeah. That also just kind of like is fine.
Yeah, for sure. I am going to evolve into Dragapult VMAX, and my hand is not good. So there's that. The fact that the hand's not good, which is so optimal, but we get by. And then I'm just going to max Phantom for knockout, and I'm going to place 5 damage counters on to the, well, I think I can set up, put 3 onto the Dedenne and put, since I know you can't scoop that up.
Right.
And then
you put 2 on the Jirachi, and then you can just max
2. Yeah, put 2 onto the Jirachi. That way we kind of spread that out a little bit.
So I know that I'm getting a Welder, but I want to just promote the Jirachi just so I can get more cards, probably.
Thank you so much, Poke Drips, for that Twitch Prime
sub. Yeah, plenty of ways to draw cards. So let's see what's fine. All right, so we'll draw for turn. I have a Welder in my hand. I have an energy in my hand. I can at least get all the energy onto a Blacephalon this turn. I have 7 energy in my discard pile. Let's see. I've used 1 crystal and 2 flints. Okay. Go ahead and play the Ultra Space. I'll just do Ultra Space. Make sure I didn't miss anything on accident. And I also want to count my flints and my retrieval. So I have 1 retrieval, 1 crystal, 1 flint, 3 crystals, a retrieval, and a flint. 3 crystals, a retrieval, and a flint with 3 fire energy left in the deck. Oricorios in there. There's Quick Balls in there.
And there's an ordinary rod, too.
And there's an ordinary rod, which I'm assuming is probably prized. Okay. Or not in the deck, and I forgot to put it in. But we're going to hope that it is just prized. Alright. Nothing off the Ultra Space. We'll go ahead and play Energy Retrieval 2. Go ahead and Welder 2. Draw some cards. A Quick Ball. Boss's Order. Have Energy. Quick Ball. Grab the Oricorio now.
There you go. And you've welded this turn, right?
Yeah, I just welded.
Cool.
Yeah. So maybe putting the Jirachi or getting the Dedenne was worse overall. I don't know if it really. I'm still not sure if it mattered too much or not. All right, we'll dance attributes.
Sure.
Draw 3. Okay. So I need Stellar Wish. Grab that. I need 6 energy and a Zigzagoon with the Zigzagoons in the discard pile. So I need 7 energy.
Yeah.
I need 7 energy to knock you out. I have 1, 5. So I'm short in energy again.
Oh, you got a Stellar Wish?
Yes. So I'm short in energy. Do I want to Flint first?
I think so. You know there's only X amount of energy.
There's 3 in there, and that gives me more outs to getting other stuff. I
yes, for sure.
Welder, which kind of stinks, and a Scoop Up Net, which also stinks. So I can't get rid of the Retrieval. I can't get rid of... Could I get rid of an energy and be okay?
No, you got too many
that?
energy in the discard pile, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking if I get like 2 crystals or something, but I think you're right. I think we're just going to do that. We're going to go ahead and grab whatever energy is left in the deck.
Now, one thing I'm noticing, how many fire energies are in this deck?
There are 13.
13 seems really tight.
13 is pretty tight. I just kind of, was putting things together. I didn't really. I thought about it though.
There's a lot of
13
retrievals.
seemed really low. It's Stefan's list,
right? But in
terms of energy and the number of things to get back your energy, but 13 still seems.
It's really tight now that Pokemon have 320
right.
HP. Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, Stellar Wish, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a crystal. I don't have a way to get the Jirachi out of the active. So I need to get the Jirachi out of the active, and I need to get an energy, and I don't think that's gonna happen. So I think we're gonna play the Scoop. We're gonna grab a Scoop Up Net off of this. We'll Scoop Up Net the Jirachi. Could punch it. I don't really want to punch the Dragapult. I'm like one card off.
Right.
A lot of different things. I could leave the Jirachi in the active. I could get the crystal now. I can put the Jirachi in the active. And I can say, well, okay, you're not going to boss's orders, knock out my Blacephalon. And if you do, I just lose. And then if you do that, I lose. And if you don't, I can come back and knock you out at least.
Yeah.
So I think we're just going to grab the crystal for next turn. We're not going to play it. You could Marnie me, I guess. You could Marnie me.
If I Marnie you, at least I'm not knocking out the Blacephalon.
Right. I'm thinking about just like the cards in my hand. You Marnie me. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that. Could have more energy in the deck. Do that. All right, we'll just pass it.
Sounds good. All right, I'm gonna draw for turn, and you know what, Matt? My hand is atrocious, but I do have Boss's Order.
Oh, so that's pretty good.
Bring up that guy.
I'll see what I can do. I just think
I think this is probably it, and I take the Jirachi out too. Seems really good.
Yeah.
And
you're really just kind of trying to do like 2 attacks.
Play down Escape Board, and I'm gonna Max Phantom knock out the Jirachi as well.
So you're just doing that. You're going down to 2 prizes. You're just another Boss's Order away from knocking out the Dedenne. I don't have anything good to promote. I can see what I draw off of the Oricorio. I have a bunch of Switch in the deck. We'll promote the Mewtwo. It's a Switch.
You got Dance.
Of Tribute. It also doesn't quite get. If I know my Fire Crystals. All right, that's not gonna give me that. We're not gonna be able to get that.
We had 2 very, one-sided games.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them. This Dragapult kind of was able to just Marnie quick and slowed your momentum down. you probably, if you got to hang on to that turn 1 hand that you had with the fire, you know, that was like looking very promising.
Yes.
But we just Marnied quick, and I Marnied myself into a bad hand too, but it just didn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much my hand was bad. It was just more that it was just like very unfortunate. It was just kind of missing like one piece, two pieces to be able to get in there.
Stretched for resources for sure.
Right.
You know, 13 energy, the 4 crystal, 2 retrieval, and the ordinary rod. It's a lot of recovery.
Yes.
But you do have to plan very carefully, as we saw you counting all your resources, because of the fact that you just need to take 2 knockouts. You know,
take 2 knockouts, and I got to figure out the way to do that.
Yes, for sure. It's definitely not easy. So it's and I think we saw there in that match just how you're like, oh my gosh, I have 6. Like, and it's
6
just not getting there.
So 7, 5 energy instead of 6.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to keep in mind how many ways I can get energy out of the discard pile. Am I getting rid of too many energy? Am I not getting rid of enough energy?
And we saw the Galarian Zigzagoon actually matter in game 1.
Yep.
You know, which was huge. And I think being able to turn that, you know, 320 HP into 300, you know, turn that 7 energy requirement into 6. Definitely makes a big difference.
For sure.
Combos very well with Scoop Up Nets. One thing's for sure. Scoop Up Nets have been very good because they've saved your Jirachis and things like that from taking residual damage from Dragapult. And I've had a lot of people in the chat saying, oh, you should play the Scoop Up block, Mr. Mime. I mean, sure, that's definitely an option. I think bringing it here to the testing table tonight would have been a little bit like maybe a little bit forward.
If I'm going to a major tournament and I think that for some reason my deck can't beat the scoop up version of like the BDIF, then maybe I consider putting it in maybe in like a control deck if it's in a lot better.
For sure.
You know, something like that. Maybe things that just don't want you to heal. It takes advantage of that. But
absolutely. Thank you so much, Valero, for that gifted sub to Andrew HPU3. Appreciate it. All right.
All right. I will go first.
And here we go. You're going to go first?
I'm going to go first. You do still have to evolve things. I do like having extra turns to do stuff.
Cool.
So I got a Jirachi. You got a Jirachi. Good luck.
All as well. Yes, and also to you.
All right. Can't play a supporter. Can't attack. That's okay. All right. We're going to go ahead. Quick ball away the Victini V. Get ourselves a Blacephalon. Yeah, a Blacephalon. Get a Blacephalon. We'll Stellar Wish. And then we'll go from there. See what's going on in my deck. Really important that I keep an eye out for my resources here. I don't want to overextend myself on accident. It looks like I did press 1 Fire Crystal, maybe 2. Ooh, 2 would not be good. Alright, press 1. 1 in a retrieval, I think. So, I'm down a little bit, but that should be fine to get me through the mid-game. And then, hopefully I just rip it off the prizes early on, and we'll just kind of go from there. Done that. Stellar Wish. Go ahead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I don't have any energy in my hand, which is pretty unfortunate. I'd like the energy that are in this Stellar Wish, though. Can't really do much. I'm gonna grab the Stadium Nav and I'll play it. So let's just get it out of my deck, I guess. Try and draw into some other stuff. My hand is just kind of like very lackluster. But we'll go ahead, we'll get it out of the deck. I won't play anything down. I could get an Ultra Space and just Ultra Space for another Blacephalon.
That's fair. Just establish the board.
Good. Just get it out. Could get a Heat Factory for next turn, just trying to draw some cards. But I don't have any energy in my hand. Man, I don't really have anything going on in my hand, to be honest with you. We're just kind of, we're waiting.
Sure.
So we're going to get an Ultra Space, we're going to get a Blacephalon, and then I'll just pass it over to you.
Sounds good. I will draw for turn, and I've got some stuff going on in this hand. Pretty decent stuff. We're going to Mysterious Treasure for starters, and
I do not
get ourselves, I think. How many cards in your hand?
I have 5 cards in my hand.
5 cards in your hand?
I have 5 cards.
Okay. I'll get myself a Dragapult V.
Sure.
And then I have Stellar Wish, Switch, and Marnie. So It's weird because I don't necessarily want to play the switches yet. So I think I'm just going to attach that, and we're going to Marnie.
Sure.
So that I can dig 5 cards deeper into the deck.
Seems good. My hand had nothing going on. I had a Welder, I had a Mewtwo, no energy and energy retrieval. It was just...
dang.
It was a little rough.
You needed a Fire Flame for sure.
Really, Fire Flame would have turned that hand around for sure.
All right. Let me see the next 5 cards off of Marnie.
You get 4. Speaking of Fire Flame, I got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Many of them.
Cool. And then Stellar Wish. Take a look at the next 5 cards.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A lot of quick balls there.
Yeah.
So
I think I am not like super concerned about getting knocked out, so I can kind of just take these slower approach. These first couple turns.
All you're doing is jockeying for position. That's all you're doing. You're just trying to get your hand right. For sure. Trying to get your board right. And
would have loved to get an attachment off last turn. That's the only thing I really missed last turn that I wish I had was that it was an attachment for turn.
Mysterious Treasure. And we're gonna go get ourselves an Inkay.
Okay.
And then I think I'm good to just let's see, check my deck real quick, make sure that there's Dedenne-GX in here. There is, and I'm gonna pass to you.
All right. See if I wake up. I do not. You do not either. All right. Draw for turn. So Blacephalon. All right, we're gonna start with an Ultra Space. Looking at the Blacephalon GX out of the deck if it's in here. And I not see it. I'm not seeing it. All right, no Blacephalon GX. I have my 3rd Blacephalon in my hand. Alrighty. We're gonna fail that, but I'm gonna go in with a Quick Ball or a Fiery Flint. I'm not sure which I would rather do first. Before I officially fail my Ultra Space. Alright, the Dedenne is in here, so that's an option. I could day change my hand, try again, get some energy in the discard pile. What am I losing if I do that? Not much, really. I could just wait. We'll fail the Ultra Space. I can Stellar Wish first, but if I'm going to day change, I'll just wait until after I day change to do it. So let's go ahead and I could just come in and try and knock out the Jirachi.
I think you probably want to sit back to your Blacephalons.
Could. I can go in and try and do that.
I mean, if you get one knocked out, that feels super bad. But I mean, I think you just take that chance. There's only 2 Boss's Orders in this deck. You know, it's not the easiest card.
I'm thinking more of like trying to I can just like switch and go in for like a Blazer or something.
That's true. That's true. That's fine. I mean, because that's like a low risk. But like, I would not Fireball Circus and Jirachi.
No, we're not doing that.
I would sit back with your energy on your bench, Blacephalons, and just kind of like wait.
We will get rid of the Fiery Flint with the Fiery Flint, and then the Blacephalon with the Fiery Flint. I didn't check if my ordinary route is in the deck.
That's cool. You're about to right here.
Yeah, we'll find out right now.
Yep.
In theory, I only need 2 Blacephalon anyway. So, let's see. Is it in the deck? This would be the first time it is. If it's in here, let me see. And it's not. All right. Either I don't play one, or it's just been prized all 3 games. Well, that's okay. All right. So I have a Quick Ball. I have a Switch. I'm gonna get some energy. I have an energy to attach. An energy to get rid of.
You're telling me you haven't seen the Ordinary Rod yet?
I have not seen the Ordinary Rod. I don't even know if it's in here now. Now I'm second guessing myself. Then my ability to put an Ordinary Rod in the deck. But I'm pretty sure I did. Unless I took it out last minute. Alright, so we're going to get all 4.
Yep.
Quick Ball away one of them to get the Dedenne. So I can day change.
Seems good.
We're going to attach to a Blacephalon. I could just Stellar Wish now, because I have a Switch in my hand now. Might just Stellar Wish now and see what we get. And if I get nothing good, I get nothing good.
If you find the Welder, that's pretty sweet. Yep.
That would be pretty good. All right. So let's go ahead and Stellar Wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did get the Welder. Look at that. Pretty good.
Busted deck.
Busted deck. All right. So we'll grab the Welder.
You can Welder like 2 onto the bench, put 1 onto the active, and switch into the...
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe the... I always think I get the Dedenne a little too early. But it's just there for insurance. And I guess if you Marnie me, it just goes back in the deck, which is fine. All right, so let's go ahead and Welder to draw 1, 2, 3 cards. I have a Switch, another Jirachi. I have a Heat Factory. I think since... do I want to hold on to the Heat Factory and just wait? Did you Marnie me?
You
did Marnie.
I did Marnie turn 1. Yes.
So I think I'll just hold on to the Heat Factory. And if you play like a Viridian or something, I get value out of that, and I get value out of my Heat Factory.
For sure.
I don't want to bench 2 Jirachi right away. I don't think. It gives me something to go into. Seems fine. We'll bench the other Jirachi.
Are you tempting to Blazer, my guy? Are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna Blazer.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna Blazer.
Show me that fire energy, Matt.
We're gonna go.
Sauce me up, bro. What you got?
Man, I never got it like that. I ain't lucky like that.
Yo, show me that fire energy.
Nope.
Insane. 20 damage. All right.
20 damage.
Yep.
If only I had a Dragapult, I could knock you out on your bench.
Draw. Okay, we've got Dragapult VMAX. I've got Horror Psychic Energy.
Something.
Think. Yeah. I think I just Scoop Up Net. Yeah, this is interesting. Scoop Up Net the Jirachi. Go into the Dragapult. I can Quick Ball the Jirachi. Get that just out of here.
Yep.
And we're going to data change, see some more cards. But before I data change, we are going to equip one of those giant bombs.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That seems mildly problematic.
That is pretty problematic.
Yeah, since you told me that you cannot find that ordinary rod, things are starting to look pretty bad here, man.
Not looking good.
That's for 5, 6. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's see. I have not played a supporter yet for turn. Got another Inkay down.
Yep.
I do want to find myself another Dragapult, so we're gonna Quick Ball, get ourselves another Dragapult V onto the bench.
Sure.
And then I'm really liking this Malamar version. I have to say.
Yeah.
This feels very stable.
It seems pretty, pretty straightforward, pretty stable. You're not really giving up a lot in the deck, like in the list that we, that you had or anything.
And then I'm going to use Scoop Up this Mind Report.
Sure.
And we're just going to put a Marnie back on top of the deck.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, max Phantom. We're going to put, I think, let's put 2, this is the correct way to do it. 2 here, 2 here. And like,
one somewhere else?
Yeah, we're going to put another one right here. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. That way I kind of
pretty good
protect myself against the incoming Scoop Up Nets.
Go ahead and play the Heat Factory.
Seems good.
Stellar Wish. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a crystal. There you go. Got that. Go ahead. Play the Fire Crystal. 1, 2, 3. Welder. 2 there. 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. Can data change? I don't know. I might have enough energy just to knock it out. But I don't have any way to respond to it. I guess you could just bosses order me again. You just use the Mewtwo to do that. You have 2 cards in your hand?
I do.
I know there's a Marnie on top of your deck. How many bosses orders are you just get?
There's 1.
There's just 1. You have 1 more, so you could just like have it like that, I guess, and I would just lose anyway. We're probably not going to attack with the Blacephalon this turn.
Seems bad as much as just hitting into that.
It just stinks. You just know you're just gonna Marnie me. I just have everything I need in my hand.
But eating that,
get it. I don't even know if the ordinary rod's in this deck. I don't even know if I put it in the deck. Because if now that doubt is leading me to be like, well, I could just go in, knock out the Dragapult, and then take 3 prizes that I don't know, and then just
check
hope
the prizes, bro.
that they are. I'm not gonna do that. No. So I think that's like, okay, so if I don't do that, what is my route to win? Can I win if I don't do that? If I just leave that in there and you knock that out? I guess you just go in, you knock out a Jirachi, and you put some damage counters somewhere. Get rid of the Giant Bomb. I think that's like all I have to do. Since I don't know that I have it in the deck, I think we're just going to assume that it's not in the deck. We're going to play like a reasonable person. All right, we're going to do that. I'm going to promote the Jirachi. I'm going to Stellar Wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that you're gonna Marnie me. I'm not going to take any of those. I'm not going to Fireball Circus. So I'm not going to take any of those. So what could you do this turn to win the game? You could go Boss's Orders and knock me out and knock out the Jirachi. That would be pretty unfortunate. I think I'm just going to leave that Jirachi in the active. I think I'm going to... Do I want to bench another one? I don't think so. Alright, I think we're just going to pass. I could pass. We do that one by that. I'll bench a Jirachi for insurance. We'll bench a Jirachi for good. You can go ahead.
Sure. Yes, Matt, I am quite sorry, but I do just happen to have another Boss's Orders. We're going to bring out the Blacephalon.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to come back from that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, that's so bad. So we just got Max Phantom for double knockout, and yikes. I think that first game with Blacephalon just looked so, convincing. Right. Just the turn 2, turn 3. But I think it's easy to see if you don't get that turn 2, turn 3. Yeah, things can get overwhelming.
The deck has to be fast and explosive, and if it can't, then it can't keep up.
That's the thing is like there's only Dragapult VMAX can put a board like that just on a clock on a timer for sure. And I feel like a lot of this format, the decks are all on a timer.
Right.
Everything. It's like you only have 4 turns to really execute your strategy. You only have 3 turns. That first game we had 3 turns.
Very quick
to execute your strategy. So the games are quick. It's fast paced. There's big knockouts left and right. I have to say the Dragapult VMAX with the Malamars.
Very impressed with that deck.
Felt very good.
Very impressed with that.
I didn't feel like I had to make
deck that we've seen so far. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think that I had to make too many concessions in order to fit the Malamars into here.
No, getting rid of the Yogrunts makes sense. Adding in a Mallow Lana makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the Mallow Lanas, that all felt pretty good. And, the Malamars, they set up consistently as well. As consistently, I think, as I needed them to. Like we said, we only need 1 in order to kind of get that extra energy flow going. Because, let's be honest, you don't ever want to have to shred. You don't ever want to have to... Never want to have to shred. With a 1 energy Dragapult. So if you're watching on YouTube, thanks so much for watching the video. Make sure to check out FullGripGames.com for all your Rebel Clash singles, FullGripCodes.com for instant PTCGO code delivery. Thanks again to Matt for filming with us today. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, and ring that bell so you get notified on when we post videos. Also, make sure to follow the Twitch channel where we're live right now. Take it easy and have a great